It seems like every month of the year has a designated awareness attached to it, but did you know that the month of September is National PACE Month? I'm sure you've heard the name PACE, but you might not know much about it. So this morning we're going to educate you. We have headed up to Alexian Village. They are happily kind of associated through the Ascension family with PACE. Joined this morning by Dr. Lorna Birch, who is the medical director of PACE, and this is Brad Ellis, who is a physical therapist. So good to see you both.
Thank you.
We've had a chance to talk quite a bit before the cameras begin to roll, and I guess the thing I would say first is that you both love your jobs.
Oh, definitely. I want to say that PACE is probably the best kept secret.
But we don't want to be a secret. We want everyone to know about us because we provide such great services to the elderly adults in our community.
You know, you're not just providing the service, though, to the individual person who walks through your door. It's really a whole family benefit because you're there, as I understand it, to be a day benefit, if you will. People come to you for the day, for every type of thing, from a physical therapy need to just kind of companionship and a little bit of oversight. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. I think, one thing we'd like to say, the PACE program is the program for all-inclusive care for the elderly. So we really like to highlight the all-inclusive care, and that really speaks to what you're saying now. It's a medical model, but it's also a social model. So social in the sense that we have a lot of social services, but also social in the sense that we have the day center. So we serve our participants there with all their medical and social needs, but also the family members. So the day center provides the assistance for family members to have a place for their loved ones to be and to get many, many services, which I know we'll talk about as a beautiful way to say we love describing PACE and what we do.
Yeah.
So I think it's both.
And it's a team approach. So we have a multidisciplinary team. So we have physicians, we have nurses, occupational therapists, physical therapists, nurses, certified nursing assistants. We have bus drivers. So we have this whole team working together closely to make sure that we meet all the needs of our participants.
Okay, so as a general rule, the people who come to you are on both Medicare and Medicaid. Am I saying that correctly?
You're exactly right.
Okay, so I want to throw that out there because if you're blessed enough to have some financial security in your life, this is probably not going to be the outlet for you because you're trying to help those who might not otherwise have the benefit, right?
That's correct.
But an additional benefit you bring to people is that you are, in a sense, your own insurer, and cut to the chase, what that means is that where a medical need arises for these people, y'all make the call on what to do, not a third party. Is that fair to say?
I think that's exactly right. So one thing that really makes us unique is, well, the eligibility that you've expressed. So you have to be 55 or older and Medicare and Medicaid eligible to enter our program, and you're also in the Hamilton County area.
Okay.
Beyond that, exactly what you're asking is exactly right. So if you are in our program and a medical need arises, we will meet as a team, and we can help to solve any problem or issue you have, whether that's medical, whether that's social, whether that's community. Again, we have our transportation, and we like to say that we like to remind people there's no copay, there's no deductible. Once you're in PACE, we can meet with you and tailor it to your personal needs. And that's really the best kept secret part. We're gonna be able to meet with you and find your goals for the future too.
As a physician, that must mean everything to you.
Of course, because one thing Medicare does not cover, and that PACE does, is we cover dental care, basic dental care, from extractions to fillings. We provide eye care, glasses. We provide dentures if you need it, and none of these services are covered by Medicare, but we understand that those issues affect our elderly adult. If they can't hear, they're going to tend to become more withdrawn. People are, they want to have a nice smile like everyone else, but it's not only the cosmetics of the issue, but you need teeth to chew.
Right.
So if you don't have a full range of teeth, then you can't eat certain food.
Right.
So we realize that even though these services aren't covered, they're really important to our older adult, and we make sure that they have it.
Let's talk too about the fact that you do want to be there for the whole family. So back to the connection you have with Alexian Village and why we are here this morning, you will provide respite care for the families, right? If they want to get away for the weekend, their loved one can come here and stay.
Well, we are thankful for the partnership that we have with Alexian Village. Not only do they take our participants after they've been in the hospital for a time, they may get weak and they may need physical therapy or occupational therapy, and they can come to Alexian Village and they can get that need met. Mm-hmm. But yes, our families do need respite. It's not always easy being a caregiver. Mm-hmm. Most of our participants do require a lot of hands-on care. So as a team, we can decide that they can come here for a long weekend or sometimes even a week if Alexian Village has the space. So they've been working well with us and providing that service.
And before I let you run, something that you have pointed out too, Brad, was that because y'all do have this expert care looking after them throughout the day, prevention is part of what you're after too. So if y'all see something surfacing, you can jump on it.
Yes, and I think that really is very meaningful to the families. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of places to get your medical care, but when you are at our day center, and we also go into the home, so we're going to know how the families interact. We know what your goals are for your loved ones. So many families have to worry, how is my loved one being taken care of? And so, yes, when we're in the home as needed, if you need us, and we're at the day center. We're at the day center where a lot of the fun stuff happens. Yeah, I mean, we know. You in and out. So the floor cleaners, the therapists, all the way up to our medical director, we know when something's off with you and we are able to intervene like today, not when we can get an appointment or at some point when it's approved, but we can see a change in you today and we can make things improve today.
And you did point out to me too that y'all have a chaplain there at the center, so you've got the spiritual component, and that's a lot now we understand in the healing process as well.
It is.
So if people do want to find out more about possibly qualifying for PACE, do they simply call the office?
Yeah.
Or?
They just call 423-698-0802 and they ask for our intake person, and they'll be transferred to the right place and they'll give them all the information they need to join our program.
Well, now when you see the buses on the road there and you see the big PACE on the side of it, you'll understand also the benefit it brings to so many people, and perhaps your family could be one. Thank you for the work you do.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.